Coming up on the National Rundown, we have breaking news on the death of a renowned recording artist from Earth, Wind & Fire. Then find out the results of the Iowa caucus and discover how a teenager was stabbed in another Virginia Tech scandal.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Steven Rodriguez.
And I'm Pat Campbell.
In breaking news from the Associated Press, founder and lead singer of the band Earth, Wind & Fire, Maurice White, has died at the age of 74. White is part of a hugely popular band that's spanned for over 4 decades. The group is known for hits such as September and Let's Groove. His family says he has been suffering from Parkinson's for years.
And now let's see how some members of law enforcement are coping with this wild winter weather.
Be nice, buddy.
In the midst of elements that make some groan,
Yeah.
Officer Matt Jones is grinning.
Good cowboy. I can't complain. I have the best job in the world. I mean, I get to be out here. I get to speak with nice people. Howdy.
He says his fellow patrollers are happy too.
They love it. Yeah. They're eating snow. They're kicking it around.
But this isn't just about fun. Officer Jones, his partner, Cowboy and Jet, have work to do.
Let's check the parking meters. If we see traffic violations, we'll pull over a car. We'll see what we see.
I notice you have some snow covering your plate. It's snowing out, of course. Try to make sure that's not obscured so that, if somebody needs to see it, they can see it.
So they did see a few violations, but mostly people were seeing them.
Back windshield needs to be cleaned of obstructions before you take off onto the roadway. It's just a safety thing.
They're beautiful.
Woo!
And the snow, it's majestic. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful that they're out here.
Too slippery for cars. These guys are the best rides around.
The extra grips serve them well in this weather, allowing them to out-hoof their peers.
A squad car, you can't step on the gas and go fast because you're going to spin out. Somebody on foot is going to slip just as much.
They did have a few footing issues.
Oh, you slipping, cowboy? He didn't like that.
But he reined it back in to finish the day's patrol, making the streets safer.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
You have a good afternoon.
You as well, all right?
And friendlier.
Well, my name is Matt. Oscar, nice to meet you.
Proving it doesn't have to be hot to trot.
That was awesome. There it is. Perfect.
It turns out Amazon isn't getting ready to open up physical store locations after all. Numerous stories circulated on Tuesday and Wednesday, but Amazon confirmed they have no such plans. Apparently, the rumor started after the CEO of a real estate company misspoke during a conference call. Honda issues recalls due to the faulty Takata airbags. 2.23 million Honda and Acura vehicles are recalled, models from the years 2005 to 2015. Dealership service for the affected models is free, but only through to the end of the summer.
In local news, the Glassboro High School mock trial team wins the Gloucester County Championship. The team is moving on to the Southern Regional Mock Trial Competition on February 4th to face off against the winner of the Atlantic County competition.
In Iowa, Hillary Clinton declares victory by a razor-thin margin against Bernie Sanders, while on the Republican side, Ted Cruz won with Donald Trump following in close second. Marco Rubio was following at third. Martin O'Malley dropped out of the bidding after receiving less than 1% of Democratic support. And Republicans Mike Huckabee, Paul Rand, and Rick Santorum suspended their campaigns.
And now to Zara Assad with the sports.
Thanks, guys. In breaking news, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell just announced the league is going to have a Rooney Rule for women, where women will interview for open executive jobs. The rule aims to force decision makers to become familiar with candidates they might not consider otherwise. In the NBA, the Golden State Warriors continue their historic pace and have 45 wins and only 4 losses, with San Antonio close second in the Western Conference, while LeBron and Cleveland Cavaliers have a 3-game lead atop the Eastern Conference. And it wouldn't be sports without talking about the Super Bowl. This weekend between the Broncos and Panthers, Beyonce and Coldplay will be performing during the halftime show. Let's hope for a great game. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Zara. The saga continues, says the Montgomery County judge in the Bill Cosby case. Cosby's lawyers tried to argue against a move that kept the trial from going forward, but the judge stayed firm in his decision. Cosby is fighting allegations from a woman who claims he sexually assaulted her back in 2004. Coming up, we'll talk with Amanda Steinberg about the computer glitch at the IRS.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
The IRS reports it suffered a hardware failure on Wednesday, which has left many of its tax processing systems unavailable. The IRS.gov website remains available, but Where's My Refund and other services are not working. Major refunds disruptions are not anticipated. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is in the spotlight again after a United Nations panel found he is being held arbitrarily. According to the White House press secretary Josh Earnest, the ruling likely won't mean as much as the UK government maintains its responsibility to extradite him to Sweden to face rape charges as soon as he steps outside of the Ecuadorian embassy and onto British soil.
And now to Cherie Moore with our latest in entertainment news.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you so much, Steve. Super Bowl 50 adds another A-list performer to its star-packed entertainment lineup for this Sunday. Announced Tuesday by the NFL, Lady Gaga will be singing the national anthem during the pregame festivals. Super Bowl 50 will be televised on CBS this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. This should be a real treat. Speaking of announcements, singer Miley Cyrus announced yesterday that she will be joining The Voice for the NBC reality competition's upcoming 10th season. Now, she won't be a judge, but she will serve as a key advisor for all the 4 teams. The new season of The Voice premieres Monday, February 29th at 8 p.m. on NBC. And speaking of television, 20 years after the O.J. Simpson murder trial rocked the nation, FX's new series, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, has proven to be a ratings winner this past Tuesday night after it premiered, drawing in 5.11 million viewers. The star-studded cast includes John Travolta, Cuba Gooding Jr., Sarah Paulson, David Schwimmer, and Courtney B. Vance. This 10-part miniseries airs Tuesday at 10 p.m. on FX. That wraps up the entertainment news this week for the National Lowdown. I'm Cherie Moore. Back to you at the desk.
And now to Summer with more about the Zika virus in the World News Minute.
Thanks, guys. Health officials confirm a case of Zika virus that was sexually transmitted. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is now guiding pregnant women to protect themselves if their male sexual partner has traveled to or lives in an area where the Zika virus is circulating. This update came after Dallas County health officials announced a case of the virus involving a patient who had sex with an infected person. Although there was no risk of a developing fetus in this case, officials still urge pregnant women to take precautions. U.S. airstrikes killed 29 ISIS fighters. According to the spokesman for Eastern Afghanistan's governor, the strikes occurred Monday evening, killing 29 people, including 8 ISIS members who worked on the group's FM radio station. Not only did this ruin the terrorist facility, but it also destroyed their internet equipment. Over 100,000 people were stuck at the railway station in southern China. Huge crowds of people who were trying to get home for Lunar New Year celebrations were stranded at Guangzhou Station after snow and poor weather delayed dozens of trains. According to Guangzhou Daily newspaper, about 175,000 people traveled on Tuesday alone. Back to you guys at the desk.
And now here's Amanda with more information on the computer breakdown at the IRS. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you guys doing
How you
today?
doing? Good.
So, Amanda, what's going on with the IRS computers?
Yeah, as you guys were talking about before, the IRS is noticing a crash in their hardware system on their computers. They're not really sure what the problem is, but they reported this on Wednesday.
So what problem does this cause people who are trying to file their taxes and, you know, take care of everything they need to take care of?
Yeah, this is mainly affecting people that have already filed for their taxes, but they really can't access certain parts on the website, such as the where's my refund and other links that are related to filing taxes online.
And I think what most of us just want to know is, when is this problem going to be fixed?
Obviously, as soon as possible, as the IRS is an organization that deals with money, so they're definitely working on it, and they're gonna get it fixed as soon as possible.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great.
The number of Americans filing for unemployment rose 218% this month. United States-based companies such as Macy's and Walmart announced over 75,000 planned job cuts.
After the break, find out why 2 students allegedly plotted a Virginia stabbing.
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
I can't seem to save anything.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
The Common Core exam is caught in controversy again after results show that students who took the test with paper and pencil scored higher than those who took it online. According to the February 3rd edition of Education Week report, it's unclear whether score differences were due to format or ability, but they were significant enough to raise concerns about the reliability of the exam.
There have been more side effects than U.S. lawmakers were expecting from pharmaceutical chief Martin Shkreli. The entrepreneur refused to testify today over severe price hikes for a drug sold by a company he acquired. Much to the frustrations of officials, Shkreli appeared to be smirking the whole time. Shkreli has been under fire for raising the price of 5,000% of potential life-saving drugs.
2 Virginia Tech freshmen are charged in the alleged kidnapping and murder of a 13-year-old girl. According to authorities, David Eisenhower and Natalie Keepers plotted the death of Nicole Laveau, a 7th grader who used social media as an escape from bullying. Messages on the teen's cell phone led police to the students.
Up next, find out what major car company is recalling one of their most popular models.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The car company Dodge has its tempers charged over a recent recall of Dodge Charger sedans. Consumers have reported problems with their cars falling off their jacks. Dodge's opinion is that the owners failed to operate jacks properly. A team of astronomers successfully weighed the core of Saturn's brightest rings. NASA's Cassini aircraft discovered that despite its dense appearance, Saturn's rings are deceivingly thin.
And now to Janae Fitchett with the weather.
Thanks, guys. Tonight we're in for a slight chance of rain and snow, so we definitely want to keep those umbrellas handy if we do have to go out. We're at a low of 33 degrees. Tomorrow, we have a slight chance of snow in the morning, but the sun makes an appearance throughout the rest of the day with a high around the mid-40s and a low below freezing. Looks like we're in for a treat this weekend with mostly sunny days. Definitely a great day to get out there and make some plans. On Saturday and Sunday, we're both in the upper 40s with lows below freezing. Monday, that sun sticks around. We're at a high of 41 degrees and a low of 32. And on Sunday, those clouds make an appearance. We're at a high of 41 degrees and a low below freezing for the night. Now, let's take a look at today's weather window. So how do you guys feel about this potential snow we're getting, followed by sun?
I mean, I guess, not really looking forward to it, but it's good to see that Super Bowl Sunday is going to be nice and sunny. It'll be a good day overall. Get some pizza in the system, some wings.
At least California's lucky, not like us. All right. That's it for this week's National Rundown. I'm Pat Campbell.
And I'm Steven Rodriguez. See you next week.